is saying like Priscilla pumped and dumped. First of all, Priscilla doesn't have a pedo whacker to pump me with, nor was she using any type of objects or plastic objects to do anything with me. So I don't see how you can be a pump and dump when you were a munch.
So, just look at all of the stuff that men have to deal with. First of all, they are born with a lot of deficits. Their right side of their brain is mostly shut down, and they're primarily operating from the left side of the brain. Testosterone makes these dudes think about so many defiled things.
Then she starts talking about how good it feels to be with a woman, how safe it feels being with a woman, and I was like, it made me feel uncomfortable, but then she's like, this feels so amazing. This feels so good hugging you like this. Okay. Then she pulls out her phone and she starts playing female porn and introduced me to what tribbing is. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that on YouTube.
What the hell is that?
Look it up on porn.
It's called what?
Tribbing. Look it up. That's what lesbians do. And she starts telling me how good and amazing that feels. And when I met up with her, you know, we met up to go get oysters. She was touchy-feely on me. She was grabbing my legs. She had her arm around me in a chair. She was trying to seduce me, and and she had her daughter with her. And I was like, I felt uncomfortable at that time because I was like, I only came here to have oysters with you as a friend, like on some like content creator, like get to know you outside of YouTube, because I realized that it was a persona that she puts on YouTube. But it's like she bought Pimp and P with her, you know, because she was touching on my legs, she was trying to massage my feet, you know, in public. And I'm like, she got on her knees and started massaging my toes. And I'm like, girl, what you doing? Like, what are you doing? You know? And, you know, I end up calling like Rob B to talk to her, you know, so they can end their little squash and beef. And, you know, so then the manosphere was still talking about Princella's live and all this other stuff. And then it was this guy named Red Supreme that did a video about me. And I was on the live and I sent her the live and was like, oh Lord, this dude's going in on me or whatever like that. So she hopped in the live like, oh, and she just saw how men were always talking about me and like talking ish and coming at me. So she was like, you know, and I was telling her some things that I was going through, living on my own, how my maintenance man was, you know, he made me feel uncomfortable, how I can't even just come in and get stuff done without men trying to hit on me, you know. And she was like talking like, oh yeah, like you need to get you, you know, a pow pow, a pew pew. We need to go to the gun range together. And like, you know, she was kind of like coming in like she was really helping me, like kind of like, you know, I know you on your own, you a mama too, you know, and you know, I'm gonna teach you some things, kind of like, you know, on some game type of shit, you know. But I didn't look at it like that because my guard was down because she was a woman, and I take accountability in that. I now know that women can also run game on men. Okay. So when we would talk, she would say things like, you know, I learned a lot through Pimp and Ken book. And, you know, I was told the guy that I was cool with, that was a pimp, told me I would be the perfect madam. So that was a red flag right there. That was a red flag right there. I should have took that for what it was, you know. But I was like, damn, okay, like, why would he say that he think you would be the perfect madam? You know, and she was like, well, yeah, because why would I pimp women to go be with other men? Like, you know, why would I do that? You know, I guess for yourself, you know. So then the live that y'all all know about, the one that everybody keep playing over and over again of D. Taylor getting money thrown on her. Let me tell you what that was. Hold on, I'm going to let this, because I'm downtown. It's okay. So she planned it. So she said, I want to make the manosphere mad. We were trolling the manosphere when it came down to her live stream. Rescue B. Taylor from the manosphere. It was a way to kind of get back at the manosphere for how they treated me. and bullied me and all these other things. So she was like, I'm gonna come in. She literally called me and was like, I'm gonna come in as the savior, and I just want you to dress real sexy. I want you to pour up a glass of wine. I want you to kind of show the, cleavage, and, dress sexy. Make sure you look cute, as pretty as you are. And I want you to come on camera, and I don't want you to say nothing. I just want you to laugh. I just want you to giggle. I'm going to be the one directing everything. I'm going to be the bad guy. I'm going to be the one that's going to, and I'm going to have a stack of money and show the money to the guys. So I was like, oh, okay, that was her feeling good to stunt on, the men, right? It was her way of stunting on them. When we did the live, I can now see how horrible it made me look as a profession. I'm an award-winning journalist. I'm very well respected in my community. Outside of YouTube, I make great money. Outside of YouTube, I have my own home. I provide for my kids. I have a great co-parenting relationships with both of my children's fathers. People don't know me as that. When men want to spoil me, it's because they actually want to spoil me. Okay? They actually want to do things for me because they see what type of woman I am. I don't have to give anything in return for that. So when she was on there, I started to feel uncomfortable. That's why you saw me laughing a lot, smiling a lot. I didn't know what to say. And I was not expecting her to throw the money at me. That's not what it was. She just told me,
capable. I don't care what come out their mouth. Kill, rape, I don't give a fuck, sex and food. I don't care what they say. I don't care what
y'all, this is a woman with no man, though. Yeah. Go
You're
talk to them women with a man.
That's right.
Go talk to them women with a man.
That's right.
I saw others who were married 40, 50 years. You talking to a woman with no man.
Exactly.
Now, listen, she's on the sideline. See, it's like this here. Fellas, we on the field playing the game. She in the stands watching, and she been watching this game all her life. She never got to play, so she can't really tell y'all how to play. She cannot diagnose us because she ain't on the field. She don't know what it's like when her dick get hard. She don't know what to do when your dick get hard. So she can't teach. She can't come in this locker room and teach because she don't understand the biology of us.
Wait a minute.
She can read about it. Listen. She's an expert. Listen, but an expert on a gorilla ain't a gorilla. You're an expert on gorillas, but you're not a gorilla.
She has the knowledge, but not the experience.
Listen to me. You're right. Listen to me. You're an expert on games, but you wasn't in a game. You're an expert on serial killers. You done talked to the world's greatest serial killer, but you're not a serial killer.
I didn't know she was, but at that point, what do you say? Like, I didn't have the words I had to play into it, I didn't have to. I shouldn't have to. And I can see how that made me look like a dumb bimbo. Like, I can see how that made me look stupid. It made me look like a gold digger. It made me look like I was there for clout. It made me look like I was there for money. I never took P's money. P never gave me money. P never did all these things that it seemed like she did, like it was an equal exchange. I spent money on her. She spent money on me. I wasn't used to that dynamic. I am used to a dynamic where the man is always picking up the check. He always picking up the tab. He is paying for things, but I find myself picking up the check at times and I'm like, oh, okay, I guess this is what it is. Right. So after that live, I said, I'm laughing like, oh, okay, like, I see you're always on social media. You're always on people's platforms and arguing with people. Let's go out and get out and get some margaritas, get some sun. I saw that she needed some type of like grounding, So I invited her out and we went out for drinks. And my intentions always was just to be Priscilla's friend. I was not interested in being with a woman. Was never interested in being with a woman, but I wanted to be her friend. But when you're friends with somebody who's preying on you, it's not gonna work out that way, So I'm sharing a lot of things that I've been through that year and what I've been through. I'm sharing things with her, things that I let my guard down, and I shouldn't have let my guard down. I'm sharing things with her. And then we have a good day. So much to the point where she's like, what are you doing tomorrow? Let's go and hang out at Dave & Buster's. So I'm like, okay. So then we went to Dave and Buster's the next day because she had so much fun with me. We went and had fun at Dave and Buster's. We went to it was some game place, I can't think, where you find clues and stuff like that. We had so much fun, right? This is where I'm not gonna say grooming begins, but this is where it gets a little real, per se. It gets a little PG-13, a little rated R, I guess, I don't know. So we hung out that entire day, and I was like, when I was like, oh, let's go get boba tea or something like that. I wanted her to try that. So as we're there, I grab her like, oh no, this way. And she grabs my hand and just holds my hand and won't let go. And after a while, I'm like, oh, we're holding hands. Like, we holding hands. Okay, cool, we holding hands. I should have stood up for myself. I should have been like, nah, but I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of getting a little like curious. I'm like, well, okay, we can hold hands, like, it's fine. Then I'm telling her I have to go because I was supposed to do a live stream that day.